alive. Maybe. Maybe I'm constituted. Maybe.
Hang on, let me actively murder the opener for tonight. I just picked a random whatever it was, the happy happening from that Eric Andre show. So let me just we're live right now, don't worry. Hang on.
You're
There we go.
alive?
Yeah, I had a this is the
Fair
event
enough.
that the manager was teasing to me all fucking week. Just post a debut interview with you. So let's fade in. There we go.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. So, introduce yourself real quick to my audience.
Hi, nice to meet you. I am Arya. I'm an entity that may or may not have gotten flung out of a black hole somewhere about 200 years, give or take, away from the Milky Way for traveling by light speed.
And I simply must know, how was your arrival? Was it smooth, or did it take a little
Um,
getting used to?
it took a fair amount of getting used to, especially since I can only sort of take a form that kind of fits in with the rest of humanity for about 5 or so hours at a time every day. It took a little bit getting used to. Also, the fish and a few other people who were around when I first appeared and may or may not have left a crater on the beach were a little freaked, I'll be honest. I actually just didn't notice that there was a planet in the way and may or may not have slammed into it.
All right, all right. And tell me, how are you liking existing physically in a human passing form?
It's existing in a human passing form. It comes with some ups and downs. Like, I get to taste things with human taste buds, which is, not gonna lie, pretty poggers. But at the same time, it's also kind of draining. I guess because I have to reconstitute my essence from across the galaxies into one spot so my brain isn't as scattered. But also, there are things that just kind of suck. Like, if you're wearing a t-shirt that has a tag on it, that's like the worst.
I specifically rip the tags off all my t-shirts, or at least
I may or may not do that as well. I may or may not chew them off if they don't come off nicely.
I think most of mine actually don't have them. They just have like flat stand-ins where it's like, here's a thing where the tag should be, and that's
Those are so much better.
it. Really is much better. So I believe during your stream you said you were at the bottom of the ocean. How is that?
So being at the bottom of the ocean is pretty neat. It's actually kind of hard to get here because when not being when not being in this sort of humanoid form, I'm a light-based entity, and as you may or may not know, there is no light at the bottom of the ocean. So every single entity that I went by may or may not be blind now. But being at the bottom of the ocean, it's actually pretty nice here. Turns out there's a sort of like a fish, semi-aquatic fishman or whatever, I'm not sure what to call him, that has a house down here, like a mammalian two dome where human-like entities can survive and breathe. And that's where I'm crashing right now whenever I'm being, going around in a human form.
Now, I simply gotta ask, why did you escape from the black hole if it was with intent?
So there are a couple of reasons. First, it wasn't initially with intent. I noticed that I started moving faster and faster the longer I stayed kind of chilling out in there. And I noticed I was actually starting to lose parts of myself, like parts of my essence were kind of getting flung off into the far depths of space, which I didn't even think could happen because I thought black holes, all they did was suck. But I eventually decided I should probably leave before all of me got scattered. Because even if I can recall myself from across galaxies, it's kind of, it's kind of a problem when you have to wait like a month or a year to get all of you in one place. Like right now it only takes me like a week, and even that's kind of a drain.
Hmm. Now, last annoying question before I start letting you ask some questions of your own. Why did you choose to learn about being human?
Um, so I've kinda run into a lot of humans since I got onto this planet, and they seem to be like top dog around here. And if I'm being honest, I feel like I should probably know what's going on with them if I want to keep enjoying some of their things without getting, uh, well, I don't know if you know this, but if humans find out about you and they don't care for you, like you don't fit in, they often just kind of murk you on the spot, and I'm not really here for that.
Oh yeah, I get the feeling.
So I figure learning about humans is the best way to not get murdered.
Really good logic, honestly.
I think I've been told it's some of the only good logic I've had, which is kind of rude.
Ah, well, fucking, what do people on the outside know half the time, you know?
Right.
Probably more than me, honestly, but who cares?
Everything they know because they got to just grow up with it all. I mean, we're learning because we're trying and trying to learn things, right? So, like, I feel like the effort deserves some sort of acknowledgement, right?
Oh, definitely.
So if I were to ask you some questions, is that like against interview protocol, or
Oh no, I'm
I
fine
don't,
with it.
is your manager fine with it? I don't want you to get like,
Gonna be real. The manager's too busy, like, grieving over the loss of his contract with the Vatican, so he's not doing anything. I've had to rely on the production team a little too heavily this last few days.
yo, like not to be like, not to be like almost seem predatory, but is the Vatican like single right now?
Uh, I don't know. I'm not the guy in the financial department that deals with business.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Willing to bet they have. Fafnir just in the chat. Is the Vatican single? I'm willing to bet the
feel like
Pope's
it's a good
single at
question.
least.
I mean, when you come hurtling out of the sky, sometimes you've not got the most money, so like, if the Vatican are looking for someone, I'd take a sugar religion.
You might have to compete with Barley Parley for that.
It's okay. I'm sure we can both have a sugar religion.
Any other questions?
Um, trying to think. So I know that you're also a human-esque entity. Um, I've tried to do a little digging, but I'm not very smart, or, well, smart's not the right word. I'm not very perceptive. So, is there anything you could tell me about, like, where we can learn a bit about you?
There's a funny little website that the manager maintains, I think. If not, then it's just a friend of the manager. Let me just go and get it and put it in chat.
Alrighty. And I'll see if I can't get someone from chat to email it to me so that I'm not floundering all around, trying to go in chat and avoid getting an echo.
I believe actually, yeah, I think every month they post, they get me to repost the links to the latest research log.
Okay.
So I'll just grab the latest one of those, which I actually produced. I'm the one behind this one for this month.
It's not really normal that, the people who are being examined, so to speak, are getting to do the research logs.
Yeah. Additionally, I do re-upload all my streams to YouTube, which should be just one hit of that exclamation point socials away.
Makes sense, makes sense.
So let me scroll down a little bit. Come on, load faster, fucking Twitter. Actually, hang on. I just remembered another place I have stored these links. Let me just grab one of them. Yeah, right here. Here's the latest one. Let's just dump that right there.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll just edit that down to, I think it's index r.html. That has all the research logs on it in chronological order.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I just copy, paste, and check. While I'm verifying that, any other question?
I've got a few. For one, I know we joked about it during the stream, but would you be open to doing, like, collaborations of some sort? I'm not sure exactly what we'd play. I'm not sure if both of the computers that we're currently using can, handle Crystal Chronicles, but...
We're working on securing some funding for upgrading my computer, so hopefully by the time we do get around to being able to do the Crystal Chronicles collab, I'll be able to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm okay. I'm alright with doing basically anything for a collab.
That makes sense. I might drag you in for one of those human card games.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not really sure how fun it'll be, since most of the stuff I've put together have been specifically built to try and learn the most about humanity and how they react under stress.
It's been a long time since I've done Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's going to be an event at least.
Sure, it'll be fun though.
Oh yeah. Sorry to spring a question on you in the middle of the part where you're supposed to be the one asking the questions, but
No, go ahead.
What archetypes do you like to play most?
So, I'm gonna be honest. What I like to play the most and what I play the most are generally not the same thing. I came back around to humanity about 5 years ago, and there was an archetype I really liked, and then it got hit with a whole bunch of bans, and it wasn't very good. So I came back around about 60. No, that's a higher number. three years ago, and it was still kind of banned. But now it's not only is it not banned, but it mixes with two other really cool looking archetypes. So it's called Shadows.
Oh, I've heard a lot about those. I've been meaning to get around to them, but I'm too busy with a few archetypes of my own.
I understand completely. Let me think. So I noticed that your human facade, much like mine, doesn't always manage to stay together, it looks like. Are you currently decomposing as we speak? Sorry if that's like too...
Oh, don't worry. I
personal.
I'm very open about that. Yes, I've been decomposing since I think shortly after they finished initial joint testing and actually put a soul in me to power me on.
That makes sense.
An interesting, like, weird little point is after I completed my first miracle, I was still decomposing, and that unfortunately is an effect of an anomaly currently latched on to me, which registers me as the Saint of Filth.
So, on that note, what miracle did you perform? If you don't mind me asking.
The first one, I think that could technically be considered a full body rebirth.
So, kind of like the creation of Christ, but better.
I guess, I don't know. I didn't really read the Bible. I'm a fake Bible gamer.
It's
Fafney,
okay, I'm also a fake Bible fan. I'm just trying to get the Vatican to, like, you know.
Fafney, I see you in chat. Can you please put the words "fake Bible gamer" over Lord Farquaad from the Shrek films, like you did for fake Undertale gamer?
I just, you know, I'm also, like, not the biggest Bible nerd, but, like, you know, if the Vatican's looking for a I don't know, a sugar preacher, you know, I'll take a sugar religion.
I believe at most the Vatican's involvement was supplying containment
Oh,
supplies, and then recently they just decided they're not even going to try anymore, which has scared me into actually staying put.
I get that. I think if somebody was trying to stop me from breaking out of my undersea home right now, and they were just like, you know what? No, I'm done. I'd be like, what do they know that I don't, right? Am I gonna get nuked? I'll be fine, but like 7-Eleven I was going to get tacos won't be, you know?
If I may present a little advice
Yes.
for learning what it's like to be human, I recommend doing the same shit I do, which is just inhabit a human body as often as possible.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do. It takes me a week to reconstitute once I end. So I'm gonna try and reconstitute every Saturday for, you know, our little fun times.
Ooh. I'll make sure to throw you on the auto host list then.
That'll be fun. I'll have to figure out a bit more about how these things work. Earlier today I found out that streams aren't like human, like Earth streams, and that you don't just let them flow the way they want. So my channel's gonna be going over some mass overhauls over the next like month or so.
If you'd like, I can set aside some time before and after work to, help you out a bit with that.
I mean, biggest thing is they'll probably send you something asking if something looks okay. Like that little loading bar that originally was in the middle of the screen, and then move it down to the bottom left, which I think it looks much nicer there.
Real quick, let me just answer a question in chat. The current song is a cover of KK Cruisin'. I have some
That makes sense.
Nintendo music, jazz type stuff playing in the background, just so it's not dead air whenever we're not talking.
No, yeah, I get that. It's kind of like why I started putting on some of the PR manager stuff in the background during the what I learned today segment, which I hope that like I was still audible during that.
You were very easy to hear during that.
Okay, good. It turns out that some of the PR manager's music is a little louder than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Let me think. Was there any suggestions you might give about something I should do more of or less of during the stream?
Not really. You were doing pretty good.
Well, that's nice to hear. I was pretty nervous before this because I only get about, as I said, 4 or 5 hours of human time, so I was afraid that I was going to use all my human time up and not be very good at it.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm looking forward to seeing more stuff from you. Today went really well, I'd say.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more from you too. I'm hoping that we can do a collab sooner rather than later. Though I don't know when we might do it. I'd probably have to see if I can't force myself to reconstitute sometime during the middle of the week so that it doesn't cut into either of our normal streaming times.
Yeah, that sounds good. If you all,
But, you know, that's the kind of thing we can discuss off the air.
yeah, I'll make sure that the manager gets us in touch more properly.
Sounds good to me. I also wanted to thank you for getting some clips. Specifically, I think my favorite clip you took of my stream was Death. It's a perfectly cut scream. It's the kind that even I can understand why it's funny.
When you like start off just clipping your own stuff, it becomes really easy to like identify funny moments in other people's streams that are perfect for clipping.
I actually need to at some point go through. I don't remember how to clip people's stuff. There's a bit during this interview that I realized like 5 minutes after. Oh, I should have clipped that.
There's a little, you know those clapboards that people have when filming?
Yeah.
There's a little one of those on the toolbar if you're on desktop, which,
Okay.
you know, you click that, it cuts out like a couple minutes of a section, and then you can clip down to between 60 and 5 seconds.
So let me click that and see if it lets me choose.
What I do when I like completely missed the mark on a clip is I will wait until the stream's over. Then
Oh,
I'll go
yeah.
through the like VOD that automatically releases afterwards, and then I'll just, you know, going through it.
So I'll just have to come back through after that. I need to grab when you lost your mind about what Fafnir said. That's the kind of thing that gets me. Like it's like something about not to like talk about, not to like, you know, toot your horn, but you have this really contagious laugh or excitement, which is really interesting. I'm gonna chalk that up to the whole being a certified saint thing.
No, I'm just dumb. That's why it's like infectious.
Oh,
Like
I don't like what that says for me.
I think earlier I like downloaded the clip of me saying, "Oh, little fella," ah! Like from my last
Little fella.
Silent Hill stream, and I just put it on Twitter because that's just how it is half the time.
He was just a little guy who wanted to kill you, but still just a little guy.
Let's see what's another little trend in my clips. Oh yeah, I've noticed that sometimes I just for no reason I will just announce stuff like I want to fuck that robot, and then it's like now I have to clip that. It's funny. I think we're
I'm
up
just gonna
to
add that to my notes of words to look up.
I don't know why, but I have a lot of great moments, and then everything between those moments is just kind of like either boring or really chill.
I think that's kind of like that chill atmosphere is the kind of vibe that we're both kind of going for, and I think at least you managed to hit it mostly. And if it's not chill, it's really funny.
I noticed I've not explained some stuff like the little fella right on my desk or the jar. The jar can either wait until later, or there's a clip I have where the manager explains it in full.
I think I'll wait until a collab, and I have prepared myself, because based on the immediate all caps no that appeared in your chat, I don't think I want to know about the jar.
I think the no was about the fact that Fafnir now knows that you're going to look up and Google probably what the word fuck means.
Oh, definitely. I mean, again, I'm not gonna learn if I don't put in the work.
It's it's a bit of a complex concept, but generally, uh, you know what? I'm gonna.
Also know about the jar.
You know what? I'm gonna save Fafnir the like horrible suffering of watching me explain a word to someone. Not
That's
just because
that's
of the meaning
Oh,
of
you
the
know
word,
what?
but because it's
I can
probably
answer one of
funnier
your
to Google.
questions now that you asked during the stream, but my brain turned off. A phoneme is it is a perceptually distinct unit of sound that a specified language has. So like you and I, we perceive the sounds P like in puh, and then B as in buh as very similar but different sounds, as in pat and bat.
I think for a while near the beginning, I actually had like kind of a speech impediment where I would pronounce every G as a J.
I actually kind of get that, but it's for a completely different reason, which is after I hit the ground on top of trying to learn English. I have a base of operations in the ocean now, so I can kind of just go to wherever the hell I want. And I went to Germany for a bit, and they use the J as a y sound. So, like, I'll see a J, and my brain won't think of it as an English J. My brain is just like, ah, yes, the javelin.
I think I remember like an encounter with a another person on here who like I posted the like name from Moby Dick Queequeg and they pronounced it as Cheecheg, and it didn't click to me until later when they were playing Genshin Impact and said the name Chi-Chi, and I realized, oh, that's why.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually, yeah.
That's another meme I have to like slowly integrate into the like channel, just posting about Queequeg from Moby Dick, because that's still really funny to me for some reason.
No, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Like, I'm pretty sure you might have noticed during watching one of my gameplay streams that there's a very lightly transparent image of a bootleg Family Guy thing that just says Cash Pope.
I did see the Cash Pope.
Honestly, I forget where specifically I got that, but it's like a part of the channel now. It's just there, like the jar, or like the really cool looking scrolling chains. It's just there forever now.
No, yeah, I totally get that. I'm sure that, like, as I add things, like the loading symbol or, like, things like that, there will also be memes that pop up on my end, too. I don't imagine that I will have a very professional looking streaming layout for a while.
Honestly,
something tells me that those Final Fantasy II Sasquatches are gonna wind up on there somehow. Those guys give me nightmares. Or the balloons.
Honestly, just make the balloons suddenly popping up like be one of the notification alert type things for your stream, because it's just
alert
funny.
Where a balloon just appears and it's just like, ah, holy shit.
Like
or like an airship.
Someone drops a follow and it's just the balloon fully like full screen, fades in, fades out. It's like a blink and you miss it.
I have to say, I do not love. I do not love.
It's
I'm
like,
getting somewhere with this. I have to say that I do not love that airships will just randomly fly across, and it's like, okay, we get it. You were able to put bird gas into your ships, but like, but why though?
I mean, why not?
I mean, I get it, but like, you don't have to show off to the entire world.
I remember like kind of reading. I only understood half the words, but kind of reading about how there was a time where blimps were really big, like a really big popular thing, and it was cool to show off that you had blimps.
Blimps are those like balloon balloon ones, right?
Yeah, they're like the sequel to hot air balloons.
Gotcha.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever like properly been to the ocean.
It's, it's pretty nice. It can be less nice if you go to one of those beaches that have like a whole bunch of trash on it. It's the trash. But other than that, it's pretty nice.
Last time I was anywhere remotely close, I could not actually like go outside of a coffin as I was being transported to and from the Vatican for a shareholder type deal.
Makes sense.
Theoretically speaking, I could probably go now, but like, I don't wanna.
I totally get it. The sand is like rough course. It gets everywhere. It kind of sucks. Like even when you're not a physical being, you still end up with sand places, and it's like how? But how though?
It's also like, I'm worried that going into space populated by like normal people is just not going to turn out well.
Yeah, I'm also a little bit worried about that. But I have to kind of like hope that it'll go better.
I mean, hoping is better than not hoping, you know?
That is true. That is true.
Anything else you want to say before I decide to like go probably play some games and then take a nap?
No, I think I'm good. I'm gonna try and, before I have to scatter myself to the four winds, figure out how I do certain things on Twitch. But yeah,
Let me just
thanks for having me on, and thanks for coming to the stream.
no problem. I'm always glad to see someone the manager is excited about, succeed their first time out.
Yeah, I was really surprised. There were like 12 people at one point, which is, I expected like 3.
I think that's probably about double the amount I got for my debut, so it's good to see someone close to the manager like succeed.
Well, we'll punch those numbers up.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for coming on. I'm really glad I could secure this post debut interview with you.
And I'm really super stoked that I was able to come out.
I'm just quickly checking if Stream Elements has a shout out command automatically set up so that I can give you a big ol' shout out before I log off for the night.
Fair enough.
Come on, please load faster. Yeah. But yeah, good luck on learning how to be more human.
And good luck on being you, I guess.
Honestly, I don't really know what my goal is at this point.
I'm sure you'll find something.
Yeah. So check chatbot. Chat commands. Come on, baby. Here we go.
Love the chat commands.
Oh yeah, I have custom commands too. I think my favorite one is actually I think one of the commands just yeah, exclamation point Mason, and it gives people a funny number, and if they know what to do with that number, oh boy.
Makes sense.
Let's see, what's another good one? Oh yeah, exclamation point unlock, which I'll drop in chat right now to provide a fun little example of what it does. There we go. Just a fun little thing to mess around with. Nice. Nice.
I got a one-up. Got a boyfriend. Well, now I have to. I have to. A sense of hope?
Congratulations, you win nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
I mean, there's worse shit in the box you could have gotten.
That's true. Like an immediate violent death?
Yeah. Let me just check, please. Control F, S. Oh, I think that's the one I see around. And, what? There's no shout out command. Nice, I need to make one. Fafnir dies live on stream.
I should probably let you know that I misanswered one of your questions earlier. It occurred to me just now. When you asked what my arrival was like, it's worth noting that every time I reconstitute in between the moon and Earth. So every time I arrive, that like explosion you hear at the end of my my theme song, that's me getting into the studio.
Hell yeah.
So I thought I should probably mention that so like you don't try and visit and accidentally get absolutely roasted and toasted.
Oh, don't worry, I don't like leaving, even if it's by like the high-speed trains we have here.
That's fair enough.
Oh yeah, quickly to explain why Germa is funny. The name Germa is a reference to a popular streamer, Germa985.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
He's known for doing all kinds of wacky antics. It's kind of funny. His
okay.
Something I enjoy. The one like set of streams I kind of enjoy from him is the Dollhouse streams, where he basically did a live action role play of the video games The Sims, and chat was really fucking with him.
That doesn't surprise me. Chat is always like sometimes chat just decides to have a little fun. Have a little laugh.
I wish my chat would have a little fun. It's kind of like unironically a little rare to get non-scam chatters here. It's weird. Might be because I like do content like kind of early in the day compared to you.
That's fair. Yeah, I can't really reconstitute completely early in the day, and I don't want to show up just like half formed because I think that'd probably be bad form.
I don't really mind getting low numbers, though. As long as I'm having fun and whoever's watching is having fun, it's good enough for me.
100%. I finally figured out how to show or change my stream title and everything, so that's gonna be exciting.
honestly, debuting with no title and no game category set is like the most powerful power move I've seen so far.
I kind of forgot to set those because I was just so stoked about getting to land.
I think for a while I actually like really cared about what my titles were, and then like I recently started just putting dumb shit in there, like this guy moaned at least this loud as like the title for a Mahjong Soul stream. It's real dumb. I love it.
I mean, I think whatever matters is that you're having fun. Like at the end of the day.
All right, I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna log off for now.
Alrighty. I'll also pop out then.
See you around.
See ya.
All right, and that's that. Now, before I go, I should do my usual sign off. Let me just kill the guest image. Who knows? Maybe next time I'll have someone else to throw in there. But yeah, everyone, get yourself something to eat. Get yourself something to drink. Maybe do some of the dishes. All of them if you have the energy to. Maybe not all of them if you're feeling tired. It is kind of late. And of course, sort your laundry. Beat your dick like it owes you 30 grand. Have a great night. See ya.